You don't know.
No more. We're not smart enough to do more than a half an hour on this stuff anyway. You know,
It's too much.
And we're live now, right?
Yes,
We are.
I feel like it's just more of like a sticking to commitment is mainly what it is. But even more so, I'll say this is one of the things that I keep learning about more, not so much about cryptocurrency, but just this money market in general, is how they exasperate the people who are in power, the people who kind of know what's going on, the bigger money movers. One of their jobs, and when you look at like the Wyckoff accumulation patterns and distribution patterns, or like just certain patterns, it's one of the first things I started looking into when I really started getting more involved in this, is patterns in the charts. And one of the things that they love doing is just wearing out a consumer. We're considered consumers of retail, like the dumb money. Is just like they get you excited, come in, make you spend your money, and then get you tired. They get you bored and exasperated. So when I see this now, I think like what's been happening over the last like 2 months, it's like, oh, that's almost good. And almost like it going down, and say Bitcoin in general and all the other prices following it, those things going down is almost a good thing, because it's kind of reaffirming where the prices are and then being able to grow after that, right? But it feels stupid. And what's sad is like the idea of it just literally like either they scare you out, first they scare you out, and then they just, anybody who's like kind of knows that, then they just bore you because they know that you're in.
Interesting.
Again. It's amazing how on point they are. Like sometimes when I've been in that position before, it feels like it's specifically happening to me. And Jay's talked about that too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just like, it's amazing.
The fear.
Yeah. And now it's past fear and into boredom.
Yeah.
And also fear, because it keeps going down. But a lot of people are just like tooth and nailing it, just like, I'm sticking to it. And now it's just boredom. Amazing.
All right.
Well, that's why
I'm staying in. So I could pull out now at a loss of like $100.
Yeah.
Same.
Staying in.
Same.
Well, and I think I've said this before, but that's originally I put $500. This is years ago into, and I got scared and pulled out when it was at 350.
Right.
And that if I left that 350 in, it would have been like over $50,000 right now.
Yeah.
Stupid. In like 6 years, 7 years.
Right.
Crazy. All right.
We'll get it back.
Yeah. That's it. I'm almost certain. Not almost certain of it. I am certain.
Oh,
you guys are mostly in Ether, right?
I'm all over the place now.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is a dumb thought. It's a little sidestepping from crypto stuff. But, people have been complaining about the billionaires going into space.
Yes.
Which I understand. There's definitely better ways that they could be spending money, And one of the other complaints is it's like, oh, it's just going to be rich tourism for rich people. But with how fast things are progressing these days, I think we're all going to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're all going to get there.
Yeah, you had mentioned this last on the regular show. I kind of agree with you.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I'll probably have a job on a gas station on the moon.
Oh, yeah, this sounds familiar now. All right, yeah. All right, sorry, go ahead. Let's get back.
It's a good thought.
Yeah.
It is. Do you think that what do we got? We got the three guys, Richard Branson, we got Elon Musk, and we got Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Those are the three right now.
That we know of.
Do you think if they just work together that they'd get better? Would that be more advantageous, or is it good that there's competition and that there's literally 3 billionaires spending money on something that, like, because we are taught that competition is good in the market? as opposed to them working together.
Isn't the old saying 3 heads are better than one? So I mean,
oh well, if we're going by sayings, all right, then yeah, they should.
I live my life by cliche. Well, there's still 3 heads happening, Jay. It's just they're working together. They're working separately as opposed to together.
Yeah. And those heads have other heads underneath them.
Yes.
There's a ton of heads doing this. You know, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if, like, silently behind the scenes, maybe Bezos and Branson and Musk don't know about it, but I bet their engineers are kind of like hanging out and like
they're cool with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people? Yeah. How many people in that are literally like space scientists? Like, there's probably like a couple hundred of them.
Sure.
If they don't get together once in a while just to see what's up, that's weird.
Yeah.
What do you think space scientists do when they get together?
Talk space science stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Numbers.
Right.
They'd say they'll you know what? It sounds like the beginning of Ender's Game, where they're just in they're in like zero gravity and they're like, from his perspective, we're on the vertical. And they all laugh. Ha.
I don't know that reference.
Ender's Game was a big movie.
Watch it.
Ender's Game?
Yeah.
Ender's Game. It's like Harry Potter, but for space people.
Oh, Harrison Ford was in it. Okay, I saw it.
Yeah. Harrison Ford movie.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right. So was Harry Potter. It was all right.
Yeah. All right. Jason had the only idea.
Oh, I just wanted to talk about this. Can you click on that thing that I put in the chat?
Oh, when did that happen?
That article. I threw that article in the chat that I said we should talk about.
Just now?
Is it the Korean? Is it the Korean guy?
About South Korea.
Yeah.
And
I actually read about this on Reddit a couple days before you sent it over.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go.
So,
South Korean toilet excrement into power and digital currency.
So now they're paying people to take shits in their toilet, and they're turning that shit into fuel.
The energy.
And then they're giving like an outlet for these people to spend their money, like a place for the and these are all college students, by the way. So this is being done at like one of the yeah. So
Jason doesn't know how to spell anything. I don't think this
is like real world yet. It's only college level. So
right.
I actually read this article, Sean, and he's not far off.
No.
Yeah.
I like that he comes in with this great idea and presents something that some other people are doing, and then reassures us these people are college level people.
Yeah. This isn't like us fucking around. These guys are, they got grants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These are undergraduates.
So, Lex, what advantages of this did you pull from the article?
I see there's no drawback whatsoever in what this guy is doing with the shit, except that it was sad. The only thing that I thought about was like, I don't see how it'll ever take off because people are so private about their poop. Like if, like, I don't know if they'd be like, oh, wow, you made $135 taking a shit this month. They'd be like embarrassed that they were shitting that much, But it's actually like a good thing. It's like it's zero waste. They're breaking it down into zero. Like it moves the gas, takes the gas and uses that. They use the waste. They move that into fertilizer, and there's the energy component. So actually, people literally get paid. Like it's pretty amazing, and I can't see it not being the future. I bet you scientists are like space scientists are using it.
It's really refreshing that we're finally getting paid for like people's shit.
Nobody's doing that yet, though, Jay. And I want it, but people are going to get in the way.
It's all college level.
College level, yeah, college level.
Is this something that's on Coinbase or no? There's nothing to invest in yet. Oh, okay.
It was no.
If it is, it's not in our market.
Got it.
It's localized. No, it's localized to that one college. They could buy snacks. They don't have real cash, but they set up vending machines and stuff like that to try to promote people taking shits in this bowl.
I get it. All
So
right,
that's what they did. Is they basically made a new toilet that is really good for the environment, and that incentivize people to use it. So they were paying them with vending coins.
It's
got it.
it's kind of like that other thing that's going on in the Philippines where that game is
Axiom
is
Infinity.
Yes, thank you.
Video
Boom.
game.
Yes,
Jason, I think
It's-
that's the other thing that you wanted to talk about.
Oh,
I know you'd remember it.
well,
I think it was
that's amazing. And I think we talked about a little bit about gamifying life. I got to Google what gamifying actually means. Like, we should learn what that means, because that sounds fun.
Well, what is this game? You
could
have to play a game in order to make money off of it. You can't just like invest in it.
You can.
Okay.
You can. You don't have to play the game. You could just invest in it,
Right.
and it'll grow based off of more users. So right now, if you had just invested in it, say a month ago, your money would have doubled.
Okay.
But now it's slowing down in growth. But, that's what happens with some of these things. You don't know what's going on. But I do know this. If we're just talking about straight up investing in money,
what's
if
the name
the
of it?
economy is what?
What was the name of that thing again?
Axiom, AXIOM.
Yeah.
And I think the second word is infinity, but just look up Axiom.
All right. I'm doing it now. Go.
I think
And you
they're
can look
called
up video-
Axiom shards, light shards.
Yeah. They're like little Pokemon monsters, and you could craft and build them, and you can breed them. You can make money off of that, and you could sell them.
It's the same
And-
thing with the crypto kitty shit.
Is it called Axie Infinity? Maybe it's Axie.
Sure. Okay.
I
Axio? Is it Axio, not Axiom?
don't know. AXIE Infinity.
AX. Yeah, this is it.
This is it. Yeah. Battle,
Yeah.
collect, earn.
Can I play
So
or I have to pay money to even
I
play?
think you could play for free too.
Right.
I think you could play for free.
Can I get money for nothing, or do I have to pay to win something?
No, you can't get money for nothing.
Oh, all right.
Not that. Well, you know what? I didn't do enough research to find out. To be frank, so I shouldn't just answer.
I don't know. I guess I'll look into
So,
it.
yeah, I don't know, but I do know this: if you played this full time in the Philippines, you'll literally be in middle class income.
Yep.
Like
You'll make $20.
50%.
20
You'll
bucks.
be making more than 50% of the. I don't know if it's that. I watched a guy play the video game, and he made $15 in like 1 or 2 games. I don't know how long he played,
Right.
but he made like $15 in that
Wow.
coin, the equivalent of. So I don't know how that'll work too. Is like if that price keeps going up, like, are you making like, 15? If that doubled, would you be making $30?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or if
That's
they
how it
limit
is
how
with
much you
the-
make.
That's how it is with the crypto kitties.
But I'll say this. This is what I'll say though. Just speaking of it real quick is like that's the few that like weirdly enough in the short term I look at some of those things. There's some of the banking things that are happening in this crypto in the chain link world, but this video game thing, and I think that's why the NFT is like when the world's economy goes to shit.
Okay.
There's a handful of things that do really well, like alcohol, drugs,
Yeah.
Fast food.
and game entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment is like is one of those top, like food is obviously like the important things, but entertainment is the only thing that's unimportant. And right now, like video games is huge, especially with, out here, like if you can't leave your house, if you're getting quarantined, play video games all day and get paid.
Yeah.
Or at least break even in life. I'm thinking about doing it.
Right.
And what you could do if you don't have the money to play the game, people who will invest and they'll hire you to play the video game because like some old guy who doesn't want to play video games but wants to make money. They'll be like, yo, I'll split the profits or whatever.
Oh, all right.
So that's cool. You could do that.
Hey, on Coinbase, I just today got some new thing because I watched a video.
Oh,
What
shoot.
was it?
I
Nice.
think it was called Graph, which is weird because I thought I already had that.
Yeah, I thought
No,
I had.
Graph. You guys tried to, and I couldn't, but they had stalled, I think, because of the pump up. I don't know, but I was signed up for that too. And they said, like you were on a waiting list that we had talked about it. You guys were on a
Okay. Well, I think you can get some now.
good. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah.
The Graph is one of the ones, like one of the top 10 coins that I really think are something that's of real value.
Right.
Consider them the opposite of Chainlink. So like it would be on blockchain information of like what's happening on the Chainlink. And I thought it was stupid when we talked about it once before, but actually now I realize it's crazy valuable.
Yeah. I think Jason had a third thing he wanted to talk about, and it's that he was on the Ethereum network. Didn't you say that you were learning about what you can do on it and stuff? That you said I haven't.
Yeah,
How did you?
we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, God, sorry.
You've been really high lately, Sean. You're really still.
I am. I'm having a sparkling hard tea, but I am a little.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but I have been on there and I've been using it. I've been trying to sell NFTs or auction them off, but I don't know. There's such a saturated market that I think I'm just so hidden that I barely get like views and everything on it. So there's got to be some way to come out with like somehow like some publicity stunt to get people to start looking.
Right.
I don't know. You need a gimmick.
I really think, and if anybody hears this, maybe we could put this out. If anybody can help us, I'm a big fan, and we talked about it before, Decentraland.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other companies that are trying to do that thing like what would they call it? They call it like a multiverse or so, a metaverses, right? Which are like, VR worlds. And dude, we should do something like, and Jay, you could sell your NFTs there, but we could put our Stoner Morning Show swag.
Anybody want to help
NFTs.
us invest in a comedy club on Decentraland?
Even if it's not a comedy club, maybe we could just do a merch store and sell like T-shirts and bongs, like NFT bongs.
It sounds.
I like the word. Yeah, bong is a good word. NFT bong. Yeah.
I'm in.
So, I feel like the Ethereum, if you're going straight there, Jay, isn't that just straight up like an internet, like a new internet?
It's basically like a browser, but it's a wallet-based browser. Mm-hmm. So it goes on wallet. And here's the new thing I just learned. I seen an email from OpenSea about how Ethereum's their new update. They're not going to be, I think, charging gas fees anymore because of the new Ethereum. So,
well, the gas fees dropped down dramatically, and that's starting August 6th. So talking about money-wise, I kind of feel like this is the kick in the balls to really shake people out who aren't paying attention to actual stories of what's going on in the world. And so, like, I honestly feel in this way, maybe that's why Bitcoin didn't go on the run it had, is because there's so many other companies that are having things come out in this summer, in August specifically. So Cardano and Ether have major upgrades and usage cases coming out, is what they said. So the two things that could happen is they say this shit and then all of a sudden they say, oh, it's delayed again, and it falls apart and the whole market fucking goes to shit. or things actually start coming up. And I think Bitcoin is going to trail. That's why, we had talked about it earlier, is to like put more money into Ethereum. I've actually been moving my Bitcoin over to Ethereum because it's held its value. Bitcoin held its value better than everything else on the downturn, but I'm feeling like it's kind of coming towards the bottom of it. And so I'm moving all my shit. I mean, I really fucked up too, because I held my altcoins. I held most of my altcoins.
Right.
But now I'm moving most of my stuff into Ethereum.
Right.
All my Bitcoin into Ethereum. And hoping that Ethereum, with its use case and actual usage, is going to jump up. And then with that, we'll carry Bitcoin and pull it out of the dredges.
Yeah.
Instead of Bitcoin leading everybody else out.
Yeah, it might happen. Right now,
it might happen.
I'm split between both of them. I'm like 50-50.
Yeah.
I have most of mine in
40.
Ethereum. I can share my screen if you guys want. We can critique my work.
If you want. Yeah, if you want.
All right. Let me do that.
I think we have like 8 minutes left.
I'll also say that I'm officially now losing money. As to everything that I put in before, I had gotten to the point of doubling it, and I think I was smart but I'm at that point of now, if I took money out, it would be like, 90 cents to the dollar or something stupid like that. Really annoyed, really disappointed in myself.
Well, I bragged on Facebook that I'm just new to crypto and doubled my money, and then it went down. I haven't talked about.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, look it, things are up. That's good.
It's actually over my shoulder. I'm looking at it, and it's pumping really hard right now.
Wow, Jason, Ethereum 2. I haven't dipped into that yet.
It's the same. Ethereum 2 is the same as Ethereum 1. Like you should just carry over. You don't have to do anything particular.
Go back up to the graph. That graph does look pretty good.
Yeah, that I'm looking at it right now, and it's actually spiking over my shoulder.
Did everything jump, or did
when Bitcoin takes off, everything kind of takes off, but they won't go as fat. Like it might start going up a little bit, but not nearly the same. They kind of wait to see what the fuck is going on.
It's breaking news. This is breaking news.
There it is, right there.
But
so
what moved first? Did the Bitcoin move and then Ethereum did, or did we don't know.
It always seems like Bitcoin does, but I kind of feel like it just more. Yeah, look at that. Look at Bitcoin. Do you see that? Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like majorly spiking.
Hey, I'm up.
Well, no. That's only in perspective to it being low. Yeah. So it only went up $500. That's not a lot. That's like a 0.5%. Or maybe that's like 1%.
Well, I'm up from this morning, so I don't know.
That's good. Well, yeah.
Hey, silver linings.
Part of me really would like it if I had the strength or unneed to touch this and just let it sit in there for like 5 years, because
I know.
It really is like case usage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It sucks that you don't have more to just let it be. And amazing how just the rich get richer because they could do that. They could just
It's the curse of like, we talk about this to keep ourselves involved with it. So it's in our minds. But then we think too much about it, and then we want to futz with shit. With move stuff around.
I don't have an income here. I'm just writing it out till the end of the year, and hopefully I can. But I would say now is the time when you hear think about that, when you know that it's spiked and now it's at. Now, if it's not at the bottom, that's kind of blows, but you also know that you didn't buy it at the top.
Right.
And if your money went down by half and you put in, say you started with $500 and now it's like 4 or 5 months later, if you have another $500, what a great time to buy. You would literally, because you know you're buying it cheaper than you bought it originally.
Yeah.
So your money will just grow that much quicker. Man, that's what, if I could, I would love to just take, and because I like my portfolio, I like the companies that I have my money in.
Mhm.
I just want to put twice as much money into it now, knowing that I bought it at not the best time, but now's an even better time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Whoa.
Anyway,
That was
I'm not even scared. I'm more jealous that I don't get to do it. You know?
That's a great
Is
sound.
that a dog?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Is that Daddy? Are you
Yeah.
touching his balls? Why is he making that noise?
He's just playing with me. He's happy to see me.
Ha ha ha. All right.
Man, we should get funny. Whenever like we have a breaking news thing, we should have the dog bark noise.
Yeah. That would be good.
Well, I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, me too. Officially.
Jay.
But we're on the rebound.
Yeah, of course. JQ, like, what are your next steps? What are your next thoughts? I have no sort of like, what should we do next? I don't know. I'm a little out of it.
I'm gonna try after I get paid a little more. I'm gonna try to invest a little in some maybe Bitcoin and maybe a couple of $100 more. So this way, when it does really pump, I'll have money on the low and have it go to the high.
How about any altcoin predictions? Are you in? Are you?
I'm digging the
I don't know any new stuff.
what do I have right now? I think Bainbridge or Barnbridge right now.
Well, I got that for free.
Yeah, I got
tell you.
And then invested a little more in it because it sounded interesting.
Yeah.
And it stayed pretty stable from what I invested in. It only lost like maybe like $5-6. So
hey, it's a win.
Yeah.
Let's take it as a win.
I'll tell you, I have a decent amount of Cardano, like ADA.
Yeah.
And it actually held up. Like I actually am still technically in a profit because of that. Like not like in that's the only coin that I'm actually still technically in a profit of, you know. But I'm actually almost considering what?
I've got some of that.
I'm almost considering now that I kind of feel like we're at the bottom, where I want to like move it towards a more risky thing, you know, where I know that something crashed out more. Like, honestly, like Chainlink is, and I've talked about it before. But the more I learn about it, the more I think like it's crazy that right now I think it's at like $13,
right?
Somewhere under 14, and I'm like, man, it seems like they have no real competition. There's like 2 or 3 other companies that do what they do, but it's like real like necessary shit, and they really didn't pump last pump like 6 months ago. So I'm wondering. You know, like that's the gambler in me really thinks about that.
Ooh, but let us know.
No. I'm not gambling. I'm too scared to also because I know I'm an idiot.
Good for you.
But that's what I'm just talking out loud.
Good.
If I had $100 falls in my lap tomorrow, I'm putting it on Chainlink. But I'm not touching anything else right now.
I've had the same crazy thought. Yeah, and I pulled myself back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we did another one, which is I applaud our tenacity of just trying to.
Yes. Good job.
Figure it out. Yeah.
And
I'm done.
Consistency.
Yeah. Consistency
has some kind of value in it.
Sure.
All right.
Hey, we should do a little show promoting before we go.
Okay, go for it.
We have Stone Laughs coming up on August 14th. Back at the Producers Club with vendors and comics. And we might be doing something special this time around too. So might be a whole hip hop special. We'll see. I don't know how.
Jay has no ability to keep a secret.
We might be doing something special or ordinary show. Nothing exciting. No new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just plain regular show. Or
Yeah.
something special.
Or something special.
No, it's good.
Good job, kid.
Yeah. What else?
All right.
Is that it?
I'll just say that
also
yesterday we
September
posted a
25th.
Raw Comedy Asia podcast. I think it's the 8th episode, and this one's really funny. I think it's a really funny episode. So if anybody wants to check it out and see what we're doing over here.
Yeah.
Freak yeah.
All right.
Also, September 25th, the Finger Lakes Music, Comedy, and Cannabis Festival. It's going to be a big one. Check out tickets on Eventbrite right now. We're putting this together, and it's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be a nice outdoor day.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Perfect.
All right, guys.
Upstate New York.
All right.
Good day.
Good show.